Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden. This is Lauren, right? Is that who you are?
No.
No.
Change my name.
To what?
Florence.
I'm Holden. This is Florence, and for some reason, Florence went through a name change since you guys last saw her.
You want to know where I got that from?
Where? From Outlander?
No, I did the, what is your old name based off of your name on TikTok. Mine was Florence, which makes sense, right? Yours was Wilbur.
Mine?
Yeah.
Wilbur.
Kind of cute, but not like.
Wasn't Wilbur the pig?
Yeah, from Charlotte's Web.
What a stud.
But yours doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like Florence and Lauren clearly have like a connection.
Right. Yeah, so anyway, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to it. So today we're basically going to be doing just a little tasting of some whiskeys that we have yet to open up on the channel. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing here. Now, 3 of these are new. I've had 1792, but I don't remember if I put out the video on it or not.
But that's not opened.
I'm going to open it. I'm going to open all of them. They're all
And
open.
how you will send up.
Casey had a bottle and then we reviewed it, but I can't remember if I ever put that video out.
No.
But
You should get your shit together.
maybe I should get my shit together, huh? That would help, right? Anyway, Mr. Bino's in the chat, says Bino in the house. Bino, cheers to you, good sir. Peter White's here. Peter. Welcome, Peter. Thanks for coming. And also thanks for the donation of the bottle to the live stream. Also, I also have a bottle of Nika whiskey from you that was in the box somewhere. It's in a little box. It's like a tiny. Oh, I see it down there. Okay. So I'm gonna be drinking that too.
That's what's the
tonight.
loose stuff that people give you. That's just.
I didn't lose it. It was just.
But you didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
How'd you lose this thing? It's so cute.
I don't know. Peter, did you mean to send this with me? Because I know you like told me. I know you told me what you had in the box when we were together. I don't remember you saying this, and this is open, so I wasn't sure if you meant it for me or if you meant it for Sugar Kitty or if it just accidentally was in the box. But before I drink any of it, just let me know if I'm supposed to have this, and then.
Yeah, he says that was for Sugar Kitty.
Well.
Doesn't have a good listening ears.
He didn't tell me it was for Sugar Kitty. He just told me what was in the box, and then he said some samples for Sugar Kitty.
You probably did. You were probably too distracted from all the donut people.
Well, I will be mailing this to Sugar Kitty then. So no big deal.
Or
we'll get it sent his way.
Another trip out to New York and stop there on the way.
True, that'd be a little expensive, but I'll keep this off to the side
for
and.
a flight to New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna ship this to Mr. Sugar Kitty himself. So.
And it's a direct flight.
Well, we could always go back. Derek Whiting says, cheers, everyone. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, Peter. Mr. Derek Whiting, cheers to you. Is it his day off today? Is he at home?
I don't know. I think so. Did I work last weekend? No. I don't think so. I think he works this weekend. No, he wasn't off last weekend. Oh, yeah. No, he's off today.
Okay. Well, Peter also says, Jeff won't mind to pour 2 out. Well, maybe I'll just have a little nip then, just to try. But
speaking for him now, though.
That's true. We'll wait till he gets in here, see if he minds. But I doubt he will. But yeah, either way, it's going to make it to him regardless. So, that being said, we got some good whiskeys here. I'm really excited to try this, which is from Peter. It's the Great Plains.
That wine that I have open.
Which one?
I have a wine that's open. Where'd you put it?
I don't know.
It was on the table in there, and then.
You should drink the ice wine.
But I don't know if that's not in the fridge, though.
True, it probably should be cold. Okay, well, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get Lauren a quick bottle of wine. A bottle of wine. Lauren can entertain people.
Holden doesn't want me to drink. Yeah. Oh, then never mind. No, I don't want to open up a new bottle. Holden doesn't even put my wine in the fridge after I've been drinking it. What the heck? What the heck? Why does he take so long to do things?
Okay, well, I'm back. You know what else we can do one of these days? Is start my infinity bottle. I have an infinity bottle ready to be started. I just haven't poured stuff in it yet. So,
Don't you have to download the app?
No, you don't have to. I probably will. But, okay, so guys, we have here the 1792 12 year. So we're going to be opening that guy up. And then we have this one from Peter. It's the Great Plains Canadian Whiskey, which is 18 years old. And then, which includes a finish of 12 months in brandy casks. So that's actually super exciting. I can't wait to try that one. And then we also have the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend here. This is batch 238. So apparently from Nancy herself saying that the 200 batches are starting to get good. So we have 200 batch. And maybe I'll have Lauren pour the neck pour of that one blind for me against the other Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend that I have. But we'll see what happens when we get that far. That being said,
I won this.
Lauren did win that. Fun fact.
Holden doesn't win anything.
I don't win anything. I actually am super unlucky. But Lauren is super lucky. I mean, she's married to me, so.
To the man who doesn't win anything.
It's got a
I know, but
perforated
it's not
edge.
working.
You gotta pull. Okay, so either way, I'm gonna pour some 12 year in the Glen. And this guy right here is obviously 12 years old. It is 48.3% alcohol. That is 96.6 proof. So, pretty decent proof on this bad boy. Pretty close to 100, which is the lowest one that we're going to be having today. But one thing I can say is that I really enjoy 1792 products. I think the one that I probably like the least would be surprisingly Sweet Wheat or the Mainstay, but I love the Bottle and Bond and the Full Proof are awesome, and this 12 year is real good. But let's go ahead and get on those.
So where is these bottles gonna go?
What do you mean?
Like where they're gonna go? There's no space.
I need a second shelf.
I understand that, but you also need to finish the basement, so
I know.
stop stuffing this room.
I know.
But you're not done.
I could, realistically, if I bought a second shelf and just scooted this one over and put a second shelf up right there and took all the whiskey from the floor and all the other shit and put it on a shelf, it would probably be a lot less cluttered in here.
Well, obviously, but if you just would finish the basement.
And that too. I really do gotta finish the basement bar, guys. It's just one of those things. Huh?
What is finished down there? The floor?
The floor is almost finished. It's not quite finished.
Oh.
But either way, let's get to 1792 on the nose.
Is your phone ringing?
No,
I felt buzzing, but it's not my phone.
I don't know. Okay, so on the nose of this one, guys. It smells so good, like sweet. Definitely has that banana note that I get from Barton products sometimes. It's got like sweet bananas fostered, like burnt caramel. A decent oak presence too, but it's kind of got like some sugary vanilla in there as well, like a metallic vanilla. But it smells awesome. Not much of a neck pour on those Joseph Magnuses.
Yeah,
That's true. Robin Wedding says, cheers, guys. Robin, welcome to it. Cheers to you. Hey, Z is here. Bourbon School sent me, told me to check out this channel. Which 1792 is that? Hangin', this is the 1792 12 year. So, it's very good. By the way, Hangin', we missed you last week. You weren't here last week, but Josh was here. What was it 2 weeks ago? What week were we asking where Hangin' was?
Well, it wasn't with me, and
Must have been with Josh.
you and I haven't live streamed in almost a month.
Really?
You live streamed once after our honeymoon, and then that's been it. Because the week after that, you were sick, and then that would have been last week when you did it with Josh, and then
That's true.
And now this week.
Well, here we are. Yeah, so this is 1792 12 year, which is, by the way, smelling awesome. 12 year, oh my. Yeah, so it's just like, it's simple but not bad. It's simple, like notes that I enjoy and deep, rich notes. It feels like it has body and like proof to it, but it's only 96.6 proof. That being said, let's go ahead and get on the palate. Okay, it is just as good as I remembered it. So I actually, this is one that I found in New York for myself, and I had this from Casey, and then we don't ever see this. It's like a rarity here in Wisconsin, and then we went to New York, and it was on the shelves everywhere. It was like $60 or $70 or something like that, which is ridiculously good for the whiskey that's in this glass. This thing is offering like sweet caramel oak, like caramelized oak, like sugary oak. A lot of stuff. I need a second sip because at first I was just not thinking about it. Okay, so it really is like oak, light nutmeg spice, caramel. That vanilla's in there. I feel like that banana could be in there a little bit on the palate, but not nearly as much as I got on the nose. It tastes really good. You want to try?
I don't know.
But Mr. Sugar Kitty's here, says meow. Sugar Kitty, how are you now? By the way, Sugar Kitty, I was meant to give this to you. This is
he said,
Nika.
He said, Sugar Kitty, the kids jacked your Nika.
Yeah, so I had no idea this was for you. I didn't drink any of it yet.
Colin had no idea that this wasn't for him. Yeah.
Well, it was one of those things.
He lied. He knew.
That's not true.
He said,
if I would have known, I would have.
He's never gonna notice.
If I actually thought this was for me, I would have drank it by now, but I didn't because I wanted to double check
Then
before I did.
Why did you text Peter weeks ago?
I don't know. I was just busy. I guess.
don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's not like I drank it on the live stream either.
You have plenty of time to talk with your friends.
But Sugar Kitty, I will be sending this to you, so watch your mailbox.
We're gonna fly you back out and have a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, and then if you don't mind, maybe can I have a sample, Sugar Kitty? I guess I'm asking.
No.
But let me know on that one. Maybe if you give me permission to have a little taste here tonight on the live stream. Otherwise, I'll just send it out to you. I don't care if you just say no. So Dan Bino says, good AZ. Are you sipping on Jim Beam? Oh, okay. Hold on. Wow. Dyslexia. Good hanging AZ. And you? Sipping on Jim Beam.
As usual?
Yep. So Bino's over there sipping on the Jimmy. Whoa, my goodness. What did I just do? Oh, my goodness.
You should bring Bino a sample of like a fancy Beam product.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you think about this, by the way?
Yeah, it doesn't really taste like anything.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There's no like overpowering flavors that are giving me fun.
Yeah, I need to find another 1792 bottle and bond store pick. I don't have a store pick. I only have the bottle and bond, and the only 1792 product I don't have, I think, for like their core stuff is the single barrel. So I could have got one on vacation, but that's a lot of money, so I didn't. Casey Tisler says, what did I miss? Cheers, y'all. Casey, cheers to you, good sir. I'm just cracking open the old 1792 full proof because, 1792 12 year, because it's gangster, and I got a bottle, and I never opened it up until now. So, Bino says West Coast time, right? What? West Coast?
Well, I mean, it would make sense if
you guys are not sent to Bourbon School, get your ass to class. What?
It would make sense if he was saying, like, West Coast time for that. Like, is that the time that show is? But it's nothing else.
I don't know.
Ignore that.
Sugar says, no problem. Feel free to take some for yourself. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I appreciate that. Nico, otherwise known as Ben Nevis from the bottle. Ben Nevis. Okay, well, maybe I'll just have a little tasty taste since I've got consent, which is very important, by the way, right? Consent's important.
I don't have consent.
Anyway, so yeah, maybe I'll dabble into it later. Actually, what is it? 51.4%. We'll have it next, since it's all funky and weird. Probably tastes like scotch. Peters has been looking for a 1792 12 years since it came out. Fuck, man. Actually, I could have got you one and sent you one. Do you want a sample of it? Because I can send you a sample. Hey, Maisie says handling fee. Handle what? 1792 12 is quite a price considering a full proof. What's the price? It was like 60, 70 bucks for me.
What
I think.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it was cheap. I thought. I recall it being cheap. But the thing is, if you compare it to like, it's about the same price I thought as Knob Creek 12 year. And the 1792 12 year completes my lineup of Turkey 12, Knob Creek 12, Weller 12, and 1792 12. So now I have a lineup of 12 years for whenever I want to do like 12 year blinds. Back up and look, Lauren. Lauren. Back up and look. West Coast, baby.
I think you.
How are you, Bino? It's been Jim Beam. Still early here for me. Oh, okay. It's because it's early.
I'm not in charge of the comments.
He's nowhere behind us, I think. So it's 5 o'clock there, and I think he doesn't drink until 6 o'clock. Is what he always says. So that being said.
Are they an hour behind us now?
Oh wait, how does that work? Are you the same time?
Isn't which one is the state that doesn't?
Arizona. It's Arizona.
So,
but
is he like sometimes 2 hours behind us and then sometimes only 1, or is he sometimes 1 hour and sometimes the same time?
That's a great question.
Because Mountain Time is an hour. Like in Mountain Time, it's only 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't actually know. If you don't know, the Japanese company that makes Nika owns the Scotch distillery Ben Nevis. They put Scotch in their Japanese whiskey. Oh, that would make more sense then. Why you called it the Ben Nevis from the bottle. Casey says I stood in line in the freezing cold for mine.
Wait, it says it's only 4 p.m. there.
And Casey said he got his for $54, I believe. Oh, for the 7912. That's actually pretty good. I think that was probably 60 then
it's
for me.
$5.19 in Navajo County. But in Phoenix, it's $4.18. So it must have 2 time zones. But
1792 12 year is a hitter for me. I can't remember, Casey, if we ever did a blind with this and the other guys. But if we didn't, we need to. Battle of the 12 years. It'll be a great video. Or a live stream, whatever we decide to do.
I have to work on April 9th. You guys could do it on a live stream.
April 9th, keep your calendar clear, Case. Sure, he says 1792 12 usually goes for 120. Full proof goes for what? Holy shit. I absolutely did not pay 120 for this. That's crazy. That's wild.
Maybe after taxes.
No, it wasn't even 80 after taxes. I guarantee it was under 80 bucks.
It had a $14 tax on it.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this was, because we got this one in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the place that had a $14 tax.
Well, either way, I don't think I paid over 80 after tax, so then it must have been listed for like 65, 70. You might need to do a battle of the 12. I have my money on Wild Turkey 101 12 year. You know, you would think so, but last time I did a battle of like around 12 years, I'm pretty sure Turkey lost to Weller, which is embarrassing. But Casey's team Wild Turkey as well, which I already knew. Are you talking 120 secondary? Sure. Najavo Reservation has its own time-o.
I just said that word. I literally just said it like 5 minutes ago.
Naveo.
No.
Naveo.
No.
Navajo? Navajo?
No.
Navao?
No.
What is it then?
Navajo.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that, believe it or not. Navajo Reservation has its own time zones, Miss Lauren. Mr. Chris Tatz is here, says good day and congrats, old married couple. Chris Tatz, cheers to you.
The worst accent
I don't know what I was trying to do, but it wasn't like...
Try it again in an Australian accent.
Okay, hold on. Good day. Wait, no. Good. You big cunt. Hold on. I know they say they like that word a lot. You big cunt.
Think about the guy that we couldn't understand in that movie.
No, I watch an Australian YouTuber like all the time, like every other day. It's
Remember when we typed in Chris Tatas?
Mr. Tatas.
That was funny.
Good day, mate. And congrats, you old married couple. No, fuck. Ugh. I don't like the way that accent sounded for me. Anyway, good day, Mr. Tatas. Turkey says no everyday price for 12 years, 120. They have other bottles in that price range. What? I know for facts I did not pay 120 for this. Maybe they went down, which would be wild. Wind Talker.
What's a wind talker?
I don't know.
Is that what Navajo means?
Maybe. Or maybe I just can't. Maybe he's talking about me sucking and talking. Holden can't live in Arizona. Words be too hard for him. Okay, well, I live in Wisconsin. We have Menominee, Minocqua, Wyowega. Let's hear them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Navajo is the one that was in one of the wars to help decipher the codes, correct? Which means you should have learned it in school.
I did.
You should know how to say it.
That's why, as soon as you said Navajo, I knew exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, I'd like to see them sound out Wyowega if we spelled it out for them on the thing.
You just said it.
Well, I know I just said it. I'm just saying Wisconsin has plenty of hard to say words.
Every state does.
Mr. Top Shelf, Dustin is here, says cheers. Y'all can't stay long. Gotta finish moving. Mr. Dustin, cheers to you. But wanted to cheers you guys. Hey, good luck on your move, and hopefully things go smoothly. But thanks for stopping in. Cheers to you. At this stage, I'll be in Wisconsin catching up with a few peeps in the beginning of September while Liz lives in conference in Chicago. September.
All right. You have to tell us where we're meeting.
Yep, where we're meeting, what day. Hopefully it's not when I'm in a wedding. Wait, is there a wedding in September this year, right?
Yeah, Breezing Colton's.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I'm not at a wedding for that day.
I think
but
it's the end of September. I think it's like the 20th or something like that.
Yeah, so Hannity said they used Navajo code talkers in World War II, which is probably the wind talkers that Mr. Peter White was talking about.
So get your shit
so
together.
Germans could not break the code.
Get your history sorted, Holden, and use the context clues.
Okay, so I have here Nika whiskey from the barrel, 51.4% alcohol, just a little nip because I'm stealing it from Mr. Sugar Kitty.
You already stole it from Sugar Kitty.
Okay.
Now you're double stealing. This is a double felony.
I'm sorry. I'm making it right. I'll send them a sample. I'll fill them a sample bottle of something good to replace the half ounce that I took. But Navajo is not really ever written down. In World War II, Navajo used to talk secretly. Extremely small population knows their language, and they are all in the U.S. That's wild. Imagine being a baller and just knowing that language.
It was old white men that got rid of it.
Yeah.
Other languages. So that's you.
That is the one unfortunate part in today's day and age. You're just butt cleaning, and it's still not enough sometimes. What?
What? Why is he cleaning his butt?
You're just bust cleaning. And it's still not enough. So I don't know. I don't even know if bust makes sense in that sentence.
Is Casey wrong? Oops.
Talk about butts. Sure, because as you're allowed. Oh, it's okay. Okay, good. Well, I have it in the Glen now.
Let me taste it. Don't look at me.
Smell it.
I don't know if I like that.
All right. Well, I'll go first. Okay, so on the nose. Okay, this I feel like has, and I'm not as good with the Scotchy Japanese notes. This is actually the first Japanese whiskey I've ever had. I feel like I'm getting some stone fruit in here. Definitely want to call it maybe some like peaches, some malt for sure. There's like a malted note. Man. It smells good. Definitely want to say there's a little twinge of like a metallic vanilla. I don't think there's any peat. I guess I don't really know. It doesn't really smell like peat, but it smells significantly like malt, peaches, like stone fruits. a little bit of vanilla. It smells good, honestly. Maybe even like a little bit of like a grapey note, a light green grapey note, very light, but almost like a brandy type note. But that being said, let's go ahead and get on the palate. Wait, is this peated? Hold on. Ow. On the palate, this tastes like peat.
Why do you know what peat tastes like?
It does. It tastes like it could be slightly peated on the palate, like lightly, in a good way. I like it. I actually think this is awesome. This tastes great. That's interesting. I'm gonna go in for a second sip. Ow! What the shit? I'm going for a second sip and try to get more notes for you guys. It definitely has a sweetness to it. Definitely like sweet, like malty, vanilla, maybe even a little bit of like a butterscotch. I guess. I don't know. I'm bad with scotch notes. I want to say there's a hint of that stone fruit in there, but not nearly as much on the palate. A lot more malt and maybe even like some peat in the palate. Definitely think I'm getting some peat here. But it tastes really good, actually. It's got some body, too, which I enjoy. Want to taste it now, Bubba?
No.
Lauren says no for the tasting. But yeah, so Mr. Chris Tata says, the Japanese could not crack the Aussie code talkers as they do not understand our slang and accent, just like most Americans.
I was going to say, we saw the movie Anyone But You, and it's like in Australia, and there's this one Australian dude in there.
Okay, I understood every single thing that he was saying.
No.
Yes, I did.
You sit around and no, you don't. You can't even understand what I say half the time.
Literally, I knew exactly what he was saying.
He was like, no, you did not.
He kind of talks the way Backwater Hicks from Denmark talk. They use like specific weird slang, and honestly, a lot of it is like similar words that just make sense. And on top of like knowing that slang already from growing up, I also watch a shitload of Zach Perna, who does a shitload of Australian slang.
So you have enough time to learn Australian slang, but not enough time to text Peter and if that whiskey was yours?
Whatever. I'm just saying, I knew what the guy was saying. He was talking really fast. You just had to comprehend, and it's kind of like watching Letterkenny, like the Canadian slang. Like, it's all just like slang, like it's context clues, I guess. Navajo Res falls into Arizona, north. No, wait.
Oh my God, hold it.
What is NW?
He means New Mexico.
Or does he mean Nevada? Did he mean NV or NN?
I'm pretty sure he means.
Okay, well, it says NW, so don't give me shit, Missy. And Utah. NM, not NW. New Mexico. Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Okay, so interesting.
Am I right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I fucking was. Want to fight me? We can play some fucking geography game and I'll win.
That's not fair. Let's play a math game.
I never said I was good at math.
I never said I was good at geography. Everyone
You're
knows I'm
acting
not.
like I was wrong. I'm gonna hit you.
Sugar Kitty says the Japanese component has some peat. The Scotch is the stone fruit. Interesting. No, I like this a lot. Actually, it's quite nice. I feel like maybe that is a little peat that I'm getting on the nose after tasting a little peat on the palate, but definitely I think it's more so on the palate. Kitty does know. Kitty knows everything. One of the most amazing places in the entire country is Navajo Res. Canyon de Chalet. Oh. Canyon de Chay. That's how it's pronounced. De Chay.
Can we look that up?
Sure. I still have never had a Japanese whiskey. Well, you're missing out, Stace, because it's pretty good. I'm a fan of peat in my whiskey. Me too, Mr. Derek. Me too. I actually just like peat more and more. I think this summer I plan on buying some more peated bottles, especially when it's not. I got some taxes to pay off, and when I say taxes, I mean like $3,000 of taxes. Oh, that looks awesome. I like that. I'd go there.
No, because I wanted to go to Arizona on our honeymoon, and you wasn't sure about it, so we picked out of a hat, and we didn't go to Arizona.
It's not that I wasn't sure. I just did a bunch of places we wanted to go, so we picked out of a hat. You're regretting New York?
No, I had fun in New York, but I really wanted to go to Arizona. That was my choice.
Okay. But yeah, so this summer, after we pay all our stuff off, if we have this leftover money laying around, I start buying whiskey again, because I actually haven't bought like any bottles in the last like month, which is pretty crazy for me. So maybe I'll get a bottle or two of some nice peated scotch, or like start dabbling.
Why don't you just go sip Derek's and not spend my money?
I do sip his, but sometimes I want some of my own. Sometimes when I'm like going to have a cigar, like I kind of just want like a nice bottle of like Highland Park or something. I don't know why. It just seems like it'd be good. Or Ardbeg. Casey says depends how much peat. What are you sipping on today, Mr. D-Rack? DJ D-Rack? Lauren stopped hiding behind the bottles.
Holden puts bottles in front of my face because he knows I'll steal the show.
I do.
He's a big wiener like that.
I am. Yeah.
You are, not you have.
Yes, Chateau Bow Wow is absolutely for sure. I'm definitely gonna get ran over.
I feel bitchy today, so that's okay.
Ben Riak is a smoky 12 tonight for me. That sounds awesome. I would love to have some. By the way, everybody, the live stream is going to cut off a little bit early today because I'm going to deliver a couch to make some money to pay off the taxes that I owe, which is awesome. But
and also,
we got some time.
I had to go to the doctor because I had pink eye, and we got to pay that off too.
We still haven't paid that off?
No, we didn't have any money. And you have
Was
like
it
6
like
months to pay.
$300?
Yeah, I think so. $300 bucks.
I went to the doctor a lot recently too, and hopefully you didn't rack up too many bills, but
I don't know if yours is, because you would have gotten an email you probably would have gotten an email already.
yeah, I would hope. Canyon de Chelly is off limits unless you have a Navajo guide to take you. Oh, interesting. Well, we could use someone you can hire probably. I don't know how expensive it is. I like when people from Ohio pronounce Gilamonter with a hard G. Oh.
Is it Gila?
Gilamonter. That's okay. He set me up for failure. Okay, he knew I was going to say it like that. Did you happen to get your bottle from Holden at Derek? I did not get his bottle yet, Stace. Okay, I forgot.
What?
Casey got. I told him what it was though. Like I told him what it was. Casey has his bottle of a special bottle for that Casey opened and he tasted he didn't want, but it's still a cool bottle. And he said, Mr. Derek.
This sounds a lot like, no, I didn't mean to take it. I just didn't know. You've been over to my parents' house 1 billion times. You didn't. No.
Since your dad's birthday? When have I seen your dad since his birthday?
We saw my mom.
Did I see your dad?
We can't give it to my mom. They're the same person.
Anyway, no, I didn't, Casey, but I will.
No, don't expect Holden to do things in a timely manner.
Havasapai. I can't be reading that one wrong. Havasupai is the same way. You need permits and reservations and whatnot. Interesting. You don't really need that shit around here. But we don't have giant mountains where you can die. So.
Not here, but, well, I mean, kind of. There are some state parks you need reservations to get into. And times and stuff. Okay.
That's good. Sugar Kitty, this will be coming your way with a sample of your pick. Dealer's choice, Sugar Kitty. Pick something off the shelf that you want a sample of. It'll come your way. Maybe if you're interested in this, I'll send a sample of this one. But we're going to be doing that next. So, that being said, we're going to cleanse the palate with a little bit of spicy water.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Why did you say it like that?
I didn't say anything.
Have a soupy. Or sorry, Havasu pie. That wasn't. That's like close. That's what I said, isn't
What did
it?
you
Close.
say?
I don't know. If I was going to read it again, I'd say Havasu pie. Havasu pie. Yeah. So I'm not.
I don't think that's what you said.
I think it is. You don't have that because you're not in a different country. The Navajo Nation is separate from the U.S. I suppose if we were like going to the res, like Oneida, and they had hiking, maybe it would be like that, right?
I don't know. They don't have a very large area, so.
That's true. Well, that's true, and then you can live in Oneida without being.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting. Nailed it. See, I told you.
Oh my gosh, 1 out of every 500 things you try to say.
Okay, I'm excited for this one. This one's from Mr. Peter himself. Peter. So Peter, thank you for this. 18-year-old Canadian whiskey. It spent 17 years in normal casks, I guess. Maybe like ex-bourbon casks or something. And then 12 months finished in brandy casks. So yeah, this is 45 or 54.5% alcohol. That's 109 proof. This is batch 1, bottle 1,580, and yeah, I am actually pumped for this. I'm excited. I just gotta figure out how to open it here. Bino says go to Menominee. Menominee Casino Resort. I've been to Menominee. Oh man, I'm just like failing opening this thing here. There we go. I like opening my bottles like in a nice crisp way. So like, also this cork is like real cork, but it's like cork on the outside too, like where you hold on to. So that's interesting. Cork pop. Oh.
That would have been funny if you broke it.
Crisp.
I would have laughed at you.
Okay.
Like that one time I broke that one bottle and I had to use a wine opener to get it.
Okay. So, this is what the bottle looks like, ladies and gents. What ladies? Oh wait, no, Robin's in here. She's a lady. So that's what we're working with here. In case you guys are curious, and I didn't nose the neck of this, but if I recall,
You make nosing sound so sexual. You don't nose my neck.
I do sometimes. This smells awesome. This actually smells like.
You had like a little accent there again.
Smells a bit like
Creamy?
crazy. I was gonna say.
Oh, I don't know it.
It smells really good. It smells familiar too. It kind of got like this.
You think it's the brandy? You think you're smelling?
No.
Like it says 12 long months in it.
12 long months. They're not your average months. They were long months. They're a small craft company based in Calgary, Alberta, that creates innovative and world-class Canadian whiskey. Their releases are made in small batches in limited quantities and are constantly changing. The product you are holding started as pure corn mash whiskey. It is a legacy of the old Potter's Distillery in Kelowna, BC.
Do you know what that means?
Bourbon County. No, what does it mean?
British Columbia.
British Columbia. Fuck, I did know that. It's a unique, deep flavor developed after a 12-month of finishing in Andalusian brandy barrels from one of the finest houses in Juarez, Spain.
Probably Juarez.
Juarez. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head, but I couldn't, for some reason, say that. But yes, Juarez. We then blended and bottled them at cask strength with no chill filtering and no added coloring. Which, kudos. Awesome. I don't like chill filter or added color. Well, chill filter's not always bad, but I prefer not to be. Oh man, stop licking me.
I didn't lick you.
Stop sucking on my arm.
I didn't do that either. I was pulling your hair.
Ouch. Hey Daisy says all the names in Arizona are either Greek, Native, or Spanish.
So
I like
3
Greek.
things that Holden can't pronounce.
I like Greek, although I will admit sometimes when I'm reading my book about the gods, some names get difficult. Okay, I take it the Oneida there are originally New York, one of the 7 nations.
Well, I don't know the answer to that. Possibly.
Me either, but it is possible.
Probably.
I know the Oneida Indian Reservoir, like the Oneida clan.
I don't know if that's what they're called. I'm gonna look.
Tribe is huge. I think. I'm pretty sure Oneida is like one of the biggest.
Oneida,
So it would make sense if they came from New York.
From
Bourbon School is here. Says cheers, guys. Bourbon School, cheers to
Yes.
you. How are you now?
Yes.
What are you drinking tonight? What is everyone drinking tonight? I'm curious.
It says our nation is originally from upstate New York. After the Revolutionary War, we lost 5 million acres of our original homelands to the birth of the United States, and our people had to relocate to Wisconsin. So
Epic. That is epic.
that's not epic.
Why?
It's shitty.
What?
Epic is like a good word. It's shitty that they had to move.
Oh yeah, that they had to move. I just meant like it's epic that they're here, I guess.
Okay. I don't know if it's epic for them.
Well, yeah, you're right. I guess I wasn't really listening to what you were saying.
Of course we aren't. You're gonna give a fuck less. Why do we even come on here?
Okay, so the nose. I'm struggling with specific notes, but I can tell you that it smells very sweet, very like candied fruit, like a candied stone fruit. It smells like a light vanilla, caramel. I don't know, maybe a little bit of grape. I don't know if that's placebo. It smells very light, fruity, and delicious and candied. Maybe even a little bit of like a confectioner sweetener in here. Maybe more of an apple-y note, maybe? Or a pear. Could be a pear. Could be a pear note. I want to drink this. This smells actually awesome. So I'm going to drink it now.
I don't know why he's jumping on it.
Okay. That finish is wild. Up front, sweet, light fruit. I'm thinking pears, like, and spice. It has some like good dessert spice on here. It's like cinnamon, nutmeg, pear, like I don't know, pear cobbler. I don't know, like spiced pears, which is awesome. And then mid palate and into the finish, it kind of brings this like, I don't know if it's earthy, but like this more dry, not quite oaky, I don't think, but like dry, savory dessert component, like not quite bread either. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like malt, but not malt. You know? Like, I don't know if it's kind of like this earthy dessert flavor. Like malt is kind of earthy dessert, but I don't think it's exactly malt. I don't know. Very confusing, very interesting. Going in for a second sip. It's got some funk. Mid palate to finish. That earthy note is it's almost like kind of got this like slight bitter note. But not like aggressive bitters, but like, I don't know, umami? Is that like what is umami? I feel like this would be umami. Ooh, umami.
Weird.
Interesting. I think you should taste that one. Juarez? No, it's Jerez.
I know, because it would be Spain, so it's probably pronounced different in the first place.
Whereas, Yeah, he kind of knows his stuff. Someone knows his stuff, like Juarez, Mexico. That's what I was thinking, but Spain,
That's
Mexico.
Spain, and Spain speaks different.
Confusing. I grew up in that area of New York with people from the Seven Nations. Oh, that's fun. La Flamme in the glass for me now. Might consider some Magnus when you open your new one. Ooh, the Flamme's good though. To be fair, La Flamme really does hit. But La Flamme and Magnus at one after the other, great choices. They're very similar to me, or not similar, but like I feel like I would drink La Flamme with a cigar just as often as I would drink Magnus with a cigar. Sugar says many of the Mohawk are in Canada, although some of them are still in New York.
The Mohawk is from
Outlander.
Yes.
Dan Bino says, Kitty, I know a lot of Oneida people. Oneida. La Flamme, you have some Chateau Lafayette as a warm-up. Are you wearing an ascot, bud? Figure it out. That's what I said to figure it out, Fox. It's like, are you even wearing an ascot, buddy? Figure it out. Quebec City.
To wear an ascot?
Good fishing in Quebec. Good fishing in Quebec. Figure it out. That's right. I said to figure it out. Sugar says together the 5 New York nations are known as Iroquois, are known as Iroquois. It's the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca. Tuscarora joined later. I think I did okay with that, right?
I think you said some of them.
Umami is sometimes called the savory taste. It is both meaty and salty at the same time.
Like in sushi.
I don't know if this is meaty type savory, but it's earthy. I guess earthy is just the best way to put it, I guess.
You're weird.
Like earthy bitters, like earthy spices on the mid palate. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a wild ride for sure. Casey says an ascot. Come on now. Some good old J. Henry blended by the nose.
I actually think it would be really funny to see Casey with an ascot. That's the
True.
neck thing, right?
J. Henry, yeah, that's
like scarf.
like Freddy wears.
I just feel like
Scooby-Doo.
I just feel like I can't see him wearing one. We should get him one. I don't know.
J. Henry indeed just gassing up a bit, and that's exactly what's happening. Little smoke action going on. You're so lucky, man. Oh, one day I'll have a indoor area that I can smoke in.
Yeah, probably not. You can just go to Casey's house.
No, our future bar is gonna have a smoke area. It will. Yes, in sushi, soy sauce in particular, spices would be something different. Interesting. I don't know if it's a soy sauce note, but I'm going to go in for the last sip here and just kind of try to wrap my head around what is going on. It's malty. It's like malty. But it actually doesn't even, I can't even say it's mid-palate. It's on the finish. 100% on the finish. Like the entire time it's in my mouth, because I got this like sweet, cinnamon, nutmeg, pear, vanilla notes. And then that finish is just punch in the face with that earthiness. I don't know. It's so interesting. Need to go feed the pug or there will be blood. Oh my goodness. Well, have fun.
I understand.
Tell them we love them because I love bugs. Peter says, had to drive my daughter to the gym and missed it. Oh, man. Well, either you went back and are watching it or you're still up, and in which case I'll give you a recap. On the nose, I thought maybe a little bit of like pear, a little bit of like light fruit, a little bit of butterscotch, vanilla, and what else did I say on the nose?
Earth.
No, earth was on the palate. And then moving into the palate, I got this like pear dessert, like spiced pears, and then a little bit of vanilla, and then in the finish is this overwhelming like earthy tone or malt, like malty earthy tone, which is wild. I don't know. It's just super interesting one for me. Figured out. 4-leaf whiskey is here. Says cheers, Lauren and Holden.
Oh,
4-leaf
goodness.
whiskey. Stacy, how are you doing?
Oh, we didn't make
Oh.
the cookies.
We didn't make the cookies or the bread pudding.
Or the bread
Well,
pudding.
not that I could have had either of them because of my
I
diet,
made the bread
but
pudding
like
for Christmas, I think.
that's true. That's true. Oh, but the cookies.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
forgot about the cookie.
Me too. That's depressing.
I'm sad.
We didn't really even do any kind of Irish food. I mean, you ate an Irish buffet,
Well, my
but
dad normally makes it, that's why.
I know.
And he didn't.
But
Crack.
anyway, Peter says 92% corn, 8% rye, 12 months, and high in brandy casks. So- I'm just curious what part is getting its what part is getting that earthy flavor. You've tried this, right, Peter? Like, do you get that like wild earthiness on the finish, specifically on the finish, right after you swallow it? It's got this like malty earthiness. Like, I don't know. It's wild. It's good. I like it, but it is interesting. That might be an acquired taste. I don't know if Lauren would like it. Wait, did you try it?
I did. It was okay.
So overall, I did enjoy it though. Thank you so much for this. This is a fun one. This is a wild ride. I can't wait to like share this with people and like drink it with people. I can't wait for Casey to taste this and your dad. But yes, not so bad. Good stuff. That being said, we're on to our last bottle here. 51 minutes into the live, we have some Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon. This one is batch 238. That is 54.79% alcohol. And needless to say, I'm excited.
Whose job is it to write the numbers on the batch things? Because I think I should get that.
This is bottle number 132.
Didn't they pay good to put the bottle numbers on there?
Probably.
They probably wouldn't hire me. I can't count.
So, I'm excited for this one, mainly because the one cigar blend that I have is actually my least favorite out of all the cigar blends I've tasted. And Nancy herself said that once you get above 200, they start getting really good again. So
I'm pretty sure she said the 230s were really good. Maybe someone else can remind us.
So it's open now. Part of me wants to do this blind, I think. So if you would do me a favor, if you would do me a solid.
And punch you so you'd run out of eyesight.
Yes, that's exactly what I want. This one's open, obviously.
Give this shitty stuff.
Yeah, get that shit, put it back there. Okay, I'm going to step out. Lauren is going to quick pour me. Just don't like, just write it down by the batch number. And then.
But it can only be one of two options.
I know, so
completely different
write
colors.
the batch number for the bourbon bar, Glenn, and then. They're not different colors, it's just how much whiskey's in and the light hitting it.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, that being said, I'm stepping out, and Lauren is going to pour these for me.
Okay, so this one goes here. That's that one. And this will be this one. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Marta. Alright, I'm back. I'm excited.
What'd you have? You just smushed his head.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I watched
moved
you do
it.
it.
Okay, so we've got some Joseph Magnuses here. We're gonna drink them. I'm excited. I'm excited to try this one, whichever one that is. But that being said, Peter says to me it's typical Potter's corn whiskey. I have a 2020. I have a 22-year version as well. Interesting. So that's That's fun. I like that a lot. I like
You
exploring
thought
it.
he gave you all this crazy, awesome stuff, and he's like, oh, yeah, well, I have the 22-year-old version. He's just giving you
It's still awesome,
shittier
though.
version of money.
Well, how do you know it's shittier?
I'm not saying it's actually shittier. I'm just saying that it's funny.
I still like it a lot. So thank you, Peter, again. Casey said I must try everything in Holden's bar. We should just do that in one video, Casey. Just taste everything in the bar.
Is Casey not driving home after that?
I don't think Casey's going to be alive after that. Did Lauren try some of the ice wine? Not yet.
Because Holden didn't put it in the fridge.
We were going to actually get a bottle open.
Holden couldn't even distribute the correct whiskeys, let alone put my wine in the fridge.
In my defense,
The wine
it's her
fridge
wine.
is full.
The wine fridge is full. But we were going to put it in.
Soon.
And I kind of wanted to do like a whole episode of drinking ice
I think
wine.
we have more than that ice wine. I think we have a few other ice wines over there. We can compare them.
Yeah, but also I don't want to open them all at once. Then whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if ice wine goes isn't as good the second time it's open as the first, the way other wine is. But I don't know. Whiskey Blender Fraley's in the chat says Master Blender Nancy Fraley here. Just saw that you're reviewing it live. What a batch of Joseph Magnus cigar blend do you have there? This is the 238, and that one is the one that I had, which is 155, which wasn't my favorite batch because I had both of Casey's, which was 140 something and 180 something, I think. So. Also, she says, I'm reading some earlier comments, and it looks like I missed out when you were warming up your palate with J. Henry Laflamme. That was Casey who was warming up his palate with the Laflamme. I actually didn't dabble on it tonight, but I did say how I really loved Laflamme with cigars, and especially in comparison to Joseph Magnus. So, Peter says, I got the 2020. Why do I always read it like that? Peter says, I got the 22 to replace the 18 as they are gone now.
Oh.
See? I got the batch 1.
This is batch 1?
That's batch 1. I'm wondering if I ought to excuse myself from this episode and just come back to see it later. I don't want to be under influence. Well,
Holden likes
that's up to
everything
you.
he tastes.
That's not true. I don't like everything I
You're
taste.
going to have high hopes for this one because you know that you don't like the other one.
Well, I like the other one. I don't like the other one as much as I like the other two that Casey had compared to that one. But I still like it.
But that's what I'm saying, though, because you already knew that one was going to be better.
So the ones that I had besides, so I had 121, 182, and 155 all head to head, and 155 came in last. So now I've got 155 against 238, and I'm going to be testing it out. And Casey says, I won a Laflamme for free and couldn't be more happy with my prize. Yeah, if you can get Laflamme for free, I think...
How do you get it for free?
Well, he does trivia. He actually won almost the entire J. Henry series from trivia. He won the Bellefontaine, the Patton Road, and the Laflamme.
Where's that trivia?
He told me.
$10 gift
I
cards
forget.
for winning trivia.
I don't know, but yeah. So Casey's a lucky guy. That is some great whiskey to have. I mean, I have the whole lineup. I did just, I think miss out on their maple finish release. I really wanted one, but I think it was. Wait, or is it this weekend? It might be this weekend. I can't remember. It either just happened or it's this weekend. That was March 23rd. Yeah, if you want.
This weekend.
Yeah.
We're busy.
Are we on Sunday?
Oh my lord, March 23rd is Saturday. Let's just start there.
Oh, well then yes, we'll be busy. Very true. It is a great pour, thanks, sir. And I believe Mr. Joe. But that being said,
wait, I have a question. Why is it Joe?
Joe Henry?
Oh, Joe Henry. I thought you meant Joe like
Magnus?
no, Joe Dickinson.
Oh. So speaking of Joe Dickinson,
it just says coming soon.
we gotta go on the Facebook page, the J. Henry Facebook page. Okay, I'm gonna start with the one in the Bourbon Bar Glencairn, the official Bourbon Bar Glencairn. Oh my goodness, which you guys can't see very well, but yeah, so we have it. It's not in stock for you guys to buy yet, but I have one. So that being said, let's get on the nose. Whew. I think both of these are a step up in proof for when I was just drinking. Actually, 54.79.
Saturday, March 30th. That's next weekend.
60.
Right before Easter.
Saturday, March 30th?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when's Easter?
The 31st. It's in March this year, yeah. $75. First come, first rewarded.
I'd go.
And we're professionals this time.
Yeah, and now we actually know what we're doing. And it's probably going to be a lot warmer than Black Friday, let's be honest.
I don't know. Black Friday was like the first negative degree day, wasn't it? And it was super
It was cold. Oh my gosh, Black Friday was horrid. But great whiskey came out of it, but holy shit, was it cold.
Okay, well, the beginning of next week is going to be in the upper 30s, so maybe.
Well, I think the furthest day in the forecast was said like 50-something.
I don't think I work on the 30th. We could go. Does Taylor and Casey want to come with us, and it could be like a trip this time?
Yeah, if they want.
Yeah,
I'd be down to go.
Thursday beforehand.
So, okay, on the nose. On the Bourbon Bar Blend. It smells so much hotter than everything I drank tonight, like significantly proofier. A lot of good notes. It's just like right now I'm just kind of getting punched in the face. I'm just going to do a little side-by-side nosing here, just while I warm up the fact that this is such high proof. Oh my goodness. Okay, well this one is high proof, or that's the neck pour. This one smells like... This one smells like pure like butterscotch. Not citrus, but like... Oh, wait, hold on. This one's got like a sweet, desserty fruit note in it. A leathery note in it. It's way less aggressive on the nose as this one. Again, could be seeing neck pour here, could not be seeing neck pour. You know, this one obviously is close to half gone. Well, a quarter to a half gone. And this one obviously was just opened. But on the unmarked Glencairn, we have lots of sweet notes. Maybe like forget that butterscotch and go to like caramel and burnt brown sugar and some kind of fruit that I can't put my finger on. But a nice leathery roundness to it all. That one smells quite nice. This one, if I can get past the proof here, smells like it has a significant amount more fruit going on in the nose. I think like some red... Wait. Hold on. Oh, come on. There's a note that just got there. First of all, I think there's some red fruit, like raspberry, cherry type red fruits in here. Okay. I'm getting thrown for a loop. I'm going to have to taste these soon, but let's catch up on the comments. You won all those J. Henry & Son bourbons. That's an incredible haul. It is an incredible haul because I paid for all those J. Henry & Sons bourbons, and I was glad to pay for them, but imagine if they were free. Maybe it sounds good. It does sound good. Derek said, I was able to haggle the price down on my J. La Flamme because it was placed on the discount shelf. Happy with my purchase. I'm surprised it ever got discounted to begin with because normally that...
It wasn't. He just gets...
Yeah, he does just get lucky, doesn't he? Like... Getting a bottle of Bardstown Goose Island series or Founders series for like the price of the Fusion, which is like a third of what it should have been. Yes, indeed, it pays to go to trivia with people who don't drink bourbon. That's facts. Otherwise, everyone would have had to share. It's got to be the neck pour. I found that all Joseph Magnus cigar blend batches need to open up after that first neck pour. The first pour is always a bit rough. Luckily, I love a neck pour. So
nobody is answering why Casey wins fancy crap on his.
Casey, where do you do trivia?
How hard is this trivia that you're winning this?
I don't know. I need to have the Still Awesome picks by you that Sean Whiskey Wars gave me. I remember they were great pours. Some of our last pours in the I know what this means. Battle of the Bourbons? No. Afra. I know what that is. The Bob at the book. Still Austin, Nancy's picture will be at least 6 years old. Ooh. I want to get some Still Austin, but you don't see it in Wisconsin. But no, don't wonder if they have it at Benny's, Chicago.
I want to go to Chicago.
I go to Chicago. Derek says you have to negotiate when you see a discrepancy and go for the newest employee you can find with any authority. That's facts. That's absolutely facts.
And then you gotta pull out the crazy. You're gonna die before the breakfast day.
Bourbon on the banks.
And then you'll be okay.
I personally can't stand the neck pour, and not just with Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get the neck pour. Dude, are you on crack?
Yeah, because you're not loving him, and you smushed his head.
Sometimes on the neck pour, like, I just really like it, and then sometimes I get more underwhelmed after it's opened up. But I can say I've never had that experience with, like, really good whiskeys, like Joseph Magnus and the higher proof J. Henrys and like the Parker's Heritages and the Woodford batch proofs. For some reason, the really good ones, they don't change when they open. But the part that gets me a lot is sometimes the neck pour will be full flavor and so full bodied, and then after it opens up, it gets flatter for me. Maybe just because it doesn't have as much kick to it, and I feel like that's more on the lower proof bottles that happens. But still, I guess we'll see. So this has been sitting for a little bit now. See if it's changed at all, and then we'll taste them. Oh, Casey says he goes to the Country Club for.
They have money there.
Yeah, they do have money at the Country Club, but honestly, I would just keep winning and screw all the other prizes. I just stack up on bottles of J. Henry. Like, win, big W. Even in old fashions. J. Henry makes, like, the classic J. Henry. Great in old
Don't
fashioned.
act like you were the one that discovered that. I did.
Okay. It's also great in hot chocolate. That I can confirm.
That. But that we found out there.
That was at J. Henry, but it was awesome.
They'll have those drinks again?
Maybe.
Oh, do you think that they'll have that food truck with the tacos? Oh
those are great tacos.
Amazing. And they use J. Henry in that too.
True.
I'm gonna see if they have it on the event page. Oh god, that was amazing.
Okay, the Bourbon Bar blend smells like some red fruit, a little bit of spice, a good oak presence. There's a note in here that I can't place, but it definitely smells familiar, like something that I should know. But that being said, let's get it on the palate.
Okay, they don't have that it says it's going to be there. I hope it is. Oh, that was amazing. That was just so freaking good.
Okay. On the palate, already, so good. So that nose that I thought was getting red fruit and stuff, the palate, so much more like dark red fruit, like dark Luxardo cherries and oak presence. A little bit of like sweet tobacco. It's got this sweetness, this underlying sweetness to it that I really enjoy. A little bit of maybe even a chocolatey note, I think. I don't know. I definitely have to go in for a second sip. The proof wasn't too obnoxious either on the palate of this one, so could have just been my weak nose starting off, but definitely a red fruit forward batch I'm thinking here. Ooh, I really enjoy that. I really hope that's this one, because that just means that it's going to get better.
Which one?
This one. I like that a lot. But then again, I haven't tasted this one. We'll call this A, we'll call this B. I haven't tasted B yet, but glass A, really kicking it up a notch on the palate. Really like the red fruit aspect in it. Really like the oak presence. And just like the sweet dessertiness of it, I think. Spicy water to cleanse the palate. Peter says that the Still Austin picks are the way to go. The SA Still Austin cast strength Shelfer to me does not live up to the hype. Casey says they have a lot of Still Austin products in Chicago. Okay, well, next time we go, we'll pick up a bottle of hopefully a pick of Still Austin cast strength. Because I did have samples from somebody sent me samples. It's either Joe Dickinson or it was Sugar Kitty. I think for the advent calendar. I think it was for the advent calendar.
And that was the one that you didn't record.
Oh yeah, no, I recorded it, but it stopped recording, or like it didn't record, but I was recording it. But every time I've had Still Austin so far, it's been really good. Trust me, JMCB is notorious for having a lousy neck pour. There's nothing I can really do about that either, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Okay, well, that's good to know. Because that means whatever one it is going to get better. And I already like this one on the palate specifically. This one smelled real good on the nose. So I'm already down, like, it's already on like Donkey Kong. Mr. Chris Tatas says, we'll have to head off. We'll have to head off. All is to have a heap to do today down under. Talk to you all soon. Wow, that was just...
Are you sure that you got that? Are you sure you can understand what the Australians say?
It's one thing to understand what he was saying.
I understand that. I could pick up every single slang. They sound just like the back hillbillies that I grew up with. That's what you said. And look at your stroke.
But they talk fast. If he would have verbally said that to me, I would have been, okay, have a good night. But like, reading it is much harder than understanding it. I'm just saying. I knew what it said. Getting it out was a little tough. Peter says one looks darker than the other. This one looks darker, I think, right?
We're gonna talk
or are you talking about this?
We're going to talk about how one of them's darker than the other when I literally told you that one over there is literally darker as fuck. And you said, it's just because this one is a solid bottle, but every single person has said it's just lighter. Oh.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Derek says, with El Taco La Flamme, Robin has tried it, and even she likes it.
That says a lot.
That's actually shocking because Robin is not a huge fan of drinking whiskey straight. But the fact that she likes it is a big deal. Nancy Fraley says, you might also notice that although the proof is lower on the newer batch, the color is a lot darker. I think you're right about the red fruit, especially the chocolate. It's good.
You're
I think.
about something today.
Is that this one? Okay, let me taste this one before that happens. But I hope it's that one. Okay, yeah, so this one has that finish. This is that one, isn't it?
Am I supposed to tell you right now?
Yeah.
No.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, it is that one.
Yeah.
Okay, this has that funk. There's something in the finish of this one. The front of the palate's nice. It has actually like some decent like caramel and vanilla. Please don't.
What happened?
Our internet's sucking.
Uh-oh.
Make sure you're not on the internet.
I'm on the internet. I can turn it off.
I think. Are we unfrozen? Can you still hear me?
Was it frozen?
Well, it's frozen for a little bit, but hold on. Okay, well we're back. So sorry if you guys blipped out there for a second. Anyway, what I was saying is this one, which Lauren has now confirmed is batch 155, definitely has like this funky spice on the finish, and that's what's throwing it off for me. And it's good, but the finish just lacks. This one, I knew immediately after I tasted it that I liked it. I love red fruit. I love chocolate. I love the dark aspects that it has to offer. Red fruit and chocolate are literally like my two favorite notes in whiskey. That's why I liked Woodford Batch Proof 121.2, this year's Batch Proof. And that's why I like Calumet 15. They're just that chocolate, red fruit, oak, whatever, all just, they go so well together. What happened to the member symbols? Okay, so YouTube has just paused the payments for that right now because they have to send me something in the mail, and I have to like get something in the mail, then go online and then type in a PIN code from the mail to confirm that I live here so that they can send me money, basically, to be monetized. So, basically, I just have to wait till the mail gets here.
Why isn't it here already?
Huh?
Why isn't it here yet?
I don't know if it takes a couple days to ship, I guess. I don't know.
A couple days. You've had this for I'm pretty sure the
I know, but it doesn't do it right away. I don't know. I basically have to type in a PIN.
Make sure that you don't lose.
I think it's just to make sure that I think it's to make sure that it's not sending money to a random person.
I understand that, but what I don't understand is why it's taking them so long to send that.
Oh no, they don't send it until they give you a notification. Either I was supposed to do something or they don't send it. But I had to go in. They could send me an email saying your subscriptions are paused until you type in this PIN. If you don't have the PIN, click here. And so I clicked on it, and then I clicked resend, and then it sent me a new thing. So I have to wait for that. So that's why you don't have the member symbols, but they will be back, and they do still exist. Trust me, we're all good. Nancy says, by the way, I've been meaning to wish you both a big congrats. Hope you're settling into married life. Thank you so much. We are. I got my ring on today. What the shit?
I'm sorry.
Here, we can share.
I forgot to put it on today.
Yes, so we are married. Thank you so much.
You could start a fire with this thing. Why are you hot?
I don't know. Isn't that why you married me?
No.
Hey, Nancy says, I'm not sure what that Australian guy said. Who is? What might be the light was that a horse leaning slurp I heard. Horse does the chew. I don't even know who horse is, if that's a person. Hey kids, nice to see you. Area 1, cheers to you, good sir. Welcome to it. Nice to see you too. Thanks for stopping in. Casey says the memberships are paused because Holden is a lazy boy.
Okay,
it's not fair.
This is the third thing that has happened on this live stream that proves Holden's not on top of his shit. Okay, he stole Sugar Kitty's whiskey. He forgot to give my dad Casey's birthday.
In my defense.
And he forgot or lost or didn't receive a notification that's supposed to get him to have subscriber thingies on YouTube.
In my defense, Peter said that he said, I have these bottles for you and then some samples for Sugar Kitty. And
I don't think that's what happened.
That's a lot bigger than a sample, especially when
I think you were in La La Land while Peter was talking to you. Is what I think happened.
Anyway, I think so. The new batch of 238, I think, is leagues better than 155. I'm actually super excited now to try this opened up after a while. So I'm sure Casey will come over. We'll probably have a couple pours of it. That, or I'll bring it to the cigar lounge and have a couple pours of it there with a stick. And
why are you beating Casey with your stick? That's disgusting.
And then after that's had a chance to open, I can't wait to take it and put this one against the other two batches that Casey has, a 121 and 188 or 182, because that'll be really fun. Whiskey Blender Freely says the color change is a direct result of the Great Barrel Crisis 10 years ago. MGP, like many other large distillers, had to source barrels wherever they could find them. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. I don't know. But that is interesting, though. So this is from, basically different barrels from the other stuff that you're using, hence why it's darker, I'm assuming. Sure, you said so they can take out taxes? Probably. Yeah, absolutely. Horse sounds like a Hannibal Lecter enjoying some liver with fava beans. Was I supposed to file my YouTube stuff? Am I gonna is the IRS gonna come kill me because I didn't file my YouTube stuff?
Well, it's on camera for the whole world to see that you clearly don't know what's going on as an adult, so
that's true.
I don't think that they're gonna
Yeah. Derek says I've only had your cigar blend, but I think its new one sounds interesting. I think you'd really like this new one a lot better than the other one. The other one's good. This new one, great. This new one would be fun to compare against the Woodford Batch Proof 121.2 because that also offered a lot of oak and dark red fruit. So, yeah. Okay, Sugar says, To me, probably.
Yeah.
And then Whiskey Blender Crazy says, so while MGP usually uses independent stave company barrels, they had to go. They had to also source from other cooperages a lot of bourbon in that dark batch aged in the Kelvin cooperage. See, I do know that stuff, or some of that stuff, not all of it, but I know the Kelvin cooperage and remember the Barrel Crisis and the Independent Stave Company, like from just like watching people and like learning stuff. But that's interesting that this would be Kelvin and that would be probably Independent Stave Company. Is there a huge quality difference? I believe there is, but I'm not going to speak as if I know for sure.
Hold on, you don't even know the legends and the whiskey? Judgment.
Him and his son are apparently legends in whiskey. That means that I'm... Horst Luning is whiskey.com website and YouTube channel. I feel like I've been on the website. I don't know, I guess I haven't watched the YouTube channel, but now I have to, so I will do that. Casey says, hey everyone, just because Holden is lazy doesn't mean you don't have to lick the like and like the lick. Make sure you go smash that like button, everybody. Please do that. That would help out a ton. And then, yes, Casey, there's a big difference. I'm personally a big fan of the Independent Stave Company, especially barrels that come out of their Mississippi cooperage, where the staves are yard seasoned 18 to 36 months. Interesting. Sure, he says, I know YouTube is going to be enough to be reportable. Probably not. German whiskey reviewers, good dudes. German whiskey. Never had. Mostly Scotch, though. Probably why I haven't seen them. But I don't dislike Scotch, so maybe I should see them. But that being said, we are winding down here. We're at an hour and 21 minutes. I do have to deliver a couch tonight and sell it to pay my $3,000 that I owe in taxes. But if only I could just give the tax people some liquor and just be like, pay my taxes for me. You know what I mean? Let's like have the government over for a dram.
A billionaire and they actually cared about you, you probably could find like
some common ground. Somebody like, hey, I got some baller ass 238 batch Joseph Magnus for you if you just casually drop my $3,000 in taxes. But, you know, at least I spent more money on whiskey last year than I did on taxes, so that's always fun. Also, Cheech Arlino is here, appeared just as we were probably getting close to sign off, says, hoorah, cheers. Cheers, Mr. Cheech, how you doing tonight? What are you drinking? Something good in the glass before I go? Whiskey Blender Fraley says, I'm absolutely thrilled that you like the newer Joseph Magnus batch better. I feel like we're finally back to the original profile again. I feel like when I first heard of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, this is what I was expecting, and this is what I got. And I remember saying that this was in one of my disappointing bottles just because of the sheer hype that was behind it when I got it. If I would have gotten this bottle first, never would have been on that list video. This is what I want to smoke this. I want to drink this with a smoke, like quite badly. So I think actually me and Casey might go down to his shop and go in the garage and have some smokes and do some videos at his shop while drinking some cigar blends. I feel like that would be a fun video to do, even a live stream one day. Maybe on April 9th, we'll go down there live stream, or I'll go down there live stream and smoke. Huh?
At the thing? Don't you think it would just be a little too much background noise going on?
It depends on if he needs his heater on or not. Maybe it's warm that day. Who knows?
Yeah, at Casey's house?
Yes.
I thought you said at the
No, Casey's got his garage to the point where like
I understand.
you can smoke now. Absolutely. So Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, batch 238. Big thumbs up from the Bourbon Bar. Peter says, so claiming your whiskey did not work.
No.
Claiming my whiskey? Claiming whiskey? Do you know what he's saying?
Does look like I know what the fuck to do.
Peter.
He doesn't fill out American taxes.
Oh, claiming taxes. For some reason, taxes completely fell out of my brain. So claiming your whiskey did not work? No, unfortunately not. If it did, though, I probably would have made money last year because of how much money I spent on whiskey. Like, it's a lot. Derek Whiting says, I have issues with how the government spends my money. Absolutely, me too. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, if I could just take all the money that I paid in taxes and just donate it to, like, distilleries so they can make more awesome whiskey, why don't we do that? It'd be a lot more productive than what the hell we're doing with it now. Just kidding, maybe. I know. I don't take it personally. I had some challenging times there for a while as I was transitioning between stock. I'm so glad to be past that. Yeah, and honestly, like I've said, this is still really good whiskey. I would probably pick this off the shelf. I mean, look how much is gone. Lord knows I don't drink like a lot of my whiskey that much. I mean, I do drink my whiskey, but like it's more so in videos, and I have a lot of bottles to get through. I do drink this a lot. I drink that over other things often, but it's just this is what I expected, and this is what I got. So overall, both very good. 238, super good. Yeah, I like it. Taxes, yes, taxes. They suck. Claiming whiskey on taxes, bud. Figure it out.
Everyone's literally
so
just like,
dumb.
seriously, Holden, you can't get it fucking.
You could deduct whiskey if you were actually running a business. Well, I mean, technically, I am. If I made the Bourbon Bar an LLC and then I listed my whiskey as, because technically, if I'm making money as a Bourbon Bar, I can make my Bourbon Bar an LLC. I can claim my whiskey as untaxable.
Make sure that this is actually true before you start sharing it on the internet and everyone judges you.
Well, that's like, it's like what you do. It's like what Chase did with his truck. He started his LLC for his house stuff. Then he bought his truck and claimed it for his business and didn't pay tax on his truck. Because technically whiskey is for my business.
But then aren't you just not going to pay taxes on the whiskey? Right,
but if I did pay taxes on the whiskey and then claimed the whiskey, I think I would get taxed back or something. I guess I don't really know for sure how it works, but it would be interesting to play with it. I deduct whiskey out my taxes. It usually goes into R&D or marketing expenses. See? It could happen. I don't think I quite make as much money. I can't type today, long bike ride, and my right hand is a claw. I've been there, but motorcycle bike, not pedal bike, but still. $3,000 in and $10,000 out. Fair.
So Holden has spent $13,000 of our dollars a year. What do you think I spent?
What do you mean a year?
Last year.
Last year? What do you mean?
Because the taxes was from last year, and all the $10,000 on whiskey was last year.
It wasn't $10,000 on whiskey. It was.
If you pull some other high ass fucking number out of your ass, I don't want to hear it.
More realistically, it was probably $7,000 or $8,000.
Okay.
Probably $7,000. Probably $6,000. I spent a lot last year.
That is last year.
Like 2 years ago, I guess.
That's 2 years ago.
I spent a lot 2 years ago. I don't think I spent quite as much last year as I did 2 years. Although the honeymoon, but that's this year.
That's whatever. Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out while we drink this awesome whiskey. Overall, 1792 12 year, muy bien. Nika whiskey, very interesting, sugar kitty. I'm sending that to you, don't worry. But thanks for letting me have a sample of it. Very good. The Great Plains Canadian whiskey from Mr. Peter White, that was some wild stuff. I can't wait to put that in things. Advent calendar, blinds, fun stuff. That's a great bottle to have. Thank you so much for that. And then Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Nancy, you kill it. You always kill it. You're the goat, the nose, the legend. So thank you for being a G. Hey, Nancy says, wait, can you deduct rehab? Can you deduct AA meetings? You can definitely do that, but you're only getting $5 a month in revenue buying $1,000 in whiskey, and they're gonna question it. If it's a loss, if it's always a loss, they'll deny it. That makes sense. Well, you live and you learn. But that being said, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed, please do that. Also, to all the people who are here who have channels as well, make sure you guys are going to follow them. Like I saw Bourbon School was here and sent some people my way. So make sure if you guys aren't subscribed to Bourbon School, figure it out. That's what I said, to figure it out. Fuck. So, anyway, there's definitely some other people that are going to be on tonight. Probably 21090. Usually the Bourbon Junkies. Probably some other people. Sugar Kitty is definitely going to let you guys know, though, in the comments. They'll probably even post a link. But that being said, Haney Z says, don't drink all the Nika or the kitty will dispose of you at his disposal facility in New Jersey. For sure, I'm going to become M&Ms. You're going to find little pieces of Holden stacked in some M&Ms. Who here had channels? Do you have a channel, Mr. Cheech? I think you do.
Holden doesn't know it because he's stupid.
I did know it at one point.
I've heard you say Cheech before.
I know, because Cheech is very popular. And I know Cheech from, like, other channels. I just can't place it.
You are literally.
Let's be honest. I am the worst.
You are so embarrassing.
I am the worst.
This literally makes me feel so bad for anyone that you've ever met in your life because this is how you treat them.
Oh,
sorry, I can't remember what your name is. What?
I literally, do you know how many times I have to ask the liquor store owners their names before I remember? I had to do it like 4 times, and then I went on Facebook to like look it up after I met them. I literally shake their hand, and as they're telling me their name, I don't listen.
You know what you're supposed to do? I heard it on the radio.
You're supposed to repeat it.
No, you're supposed to, when you see someone and you can't remember their name, you say, what was your name again? And then when they say, like, you know my name, it's so, like they seem offended by it, you say, no, like your full name. Like they forgot your last name instead of like your entire name.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that to like someone you hardly know, like a liquor store owner or something. Like I'm not going to the liquor store owner. What's your full name, sir?
Well,
can I buy your nearest bottle of Pappy?
But you could say like, oh, I was telling someone else about you, and they knew someone named your first name, and so they were wondering what your last name was.
I suppose.
Like
That's
you gotta
true.
be more like you act so slick and so smart, but you can't pull shit out of your ass like that.
Very true.
I have to judge him.
Holden is personally well aware of the New Jersey facility. Absolutely, I am. Great hanging out here. It's late afternoon, and happy spring, everyone. You too. TGIT is now over at My Bourbon Journey is on. So go check out My Bourbon Journey if you guys want another fellow Wisconsin night. Link right there. Have a encore at Whiskey Encore. Thank you. Machicha Triggerty were the first people I chatted with on Whiskey Tube. I definitely have seen Cheech in like a million chats for sure. I've watched his stuff as well. Probably was one of the first people I even talked to be honest. But before I even had the channel, so I would have been under the name like Holden or something, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago. Fuck. But there's a link for that, so you make sure you guys are subscribing to Whiskey Encore and My Bourbon Journey and everyone just subscribe to everyone. You guys know what to do. Also, Z-Man, nice to see you. Sorry we're ending, but glad you were able to show up for a little bit. And cheers to you all. So that being said, I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you all in the next class. Cheers. Booyah. Bye, everybody. Bye.